One day later, a thunderhawk roars through the skies as they approach the mountain devoid of life. Meanwhile, inside said aircraft, Young, don't get lost this time. RWBY, haha Young, very funny. I didn't get lost, I fell through the floor. Weiss, oh, you mean you were overweight? I knew you needed to cut down on those cookies. RWBY was fuming and chased the two around. Blake, it seems like they're finally getting over our future. John, what about you? You were practically glowing during the dance. Blake, a good night's sleep was all I needed. John, are you sure about that? She went red and slaps the shoulder. Hira, Nora, Rankoko, and Velvet remained at Vale just in case Cover Ender had another idea. Tychus, we are approaching the drop zone. Semnai, brothers, prepare yourselves. John looked around his sons and observed them. John, Semnai, what was it like in the Death Watch? Semnai, unforgiving. He nods to him and looks at the others one by one. John, Avarice, your arms never tire carrying that thing? He points his blade at his heavy bolter. Avarice, no father, I never tire dispensing the Emperor's judgment. John, Cyrus, not wearing the Centurion armor today? Cyrus, protocol dictates that we are to move swiftly in this operation. He nods in approval. John, Janice, do you really need more firepower? Janice was seen lugging a modified bolter with Kraken rounds, melta-bombs, and he was hefting a rocket launcher. Janice, better to have it and not need it rather than need it and not have it. John, well done. He looks to the final Marine who is wearing an assault jump pack with ornate wings and brandishing a power sword and a bolt pistol.
Jaune, well méchant.
They both nod. RWBY, I can't believe we're joining your sons in an operation. Blake, I think we should get used to calling them our sons' rubes. We are engaged after all. Weiss, by the way, thank you, John, for the ring. It's beautiful. They all just look at their engagement rings. John, nothing but the best for my girls. Tychus, landing now. Once the ramp lowers Semnai, and the Marines made a tactical advance. Semnai leads the way as he was an augmented Primaris. After hearing from prior reports, the WF armed themselves with heavy weapons and waited for the behemoth's approach. The only thing that could take down an Astartes was a rocket launcher. Good thing for the White Fan they have some. But was it good enough for an Astartes response and reaction time? Answer is...
no.
As Brother Semnai opened fire and killed the would-be marksman. But his sensors warned him of another hiding amongst the shadows, and he responded accordingly. He killed everyone foolish enough to try and ambush a son of Sanguinius. Having dealt with their heavy weapons teams, the others proceed to do cleanup. Semnai, objective secured. He relayed the all-clear signal as a Thunderhawk make its approach and deployed John and the team. They saw the remains of the fools that tried taking down a Space Marine. Weiss, your sons don't mess around. Cyrus, we never do. Mother? John, don't force it, Cyrus, and let it slowly adapt. Cyrus, yes, my lord.
Jaune, advance.
Team Imperium made their way through the ruined city of MT Glen. They followed John and his mapping of the place to find the White Fang's train as they were filling it up with explosives. John, there they are. Weiss, hold on with Roman in our custody. Who? They saw a familiar mix of chocolate, vanilla, and strawberry. Young, it's her. John, you all know what to do. RWBY, got it, stop the train. Reference to the Space Marine games that gives us all a 3 or 4 word objectives. Destroy the White Fan. John flew upwards and caught the enemy's attention. WF Grunt 1. What the hell is that? WF Grunt 2. I don't know, just shoot it. They all opened fire as John just hovered there and took it. A superior shielding covered his body. It was an Emperor-gifted iron halo. While they were distracted, the tactical Marines jumped into action. Many of the White Fan grunts were cut down by the rapid barrage of bolts. WF Grunt 3. There's more of H. Asterisk splat asterisk. His head exploded into tomato paste as the grunt's morale was broken as they were being wiped out. John went ahead to confront Neo about Roman. back to the strike team. RWBY found the same guy that knocked her the fuck out and returned the favor by kicking him in the balls. Blake was arming the bombs on the train while Weiss and Young covers her. Janice took his melta bombs and threw them at the train car's wheels while he pulled out the launcher and destroyed the engine. Jaune came back with Neo, who was more chummy for some reason. Young: "Oh, don't tell me." Blake: "I think it is. Remember, she did betray Cinder since Jaune was so kind to her it reminded her of Roman." RWBY: "Well, one less enemy is better, I suppose." Young: "What was that? You jealous?" RWBY grabbed a canteen and splashed her in the face. Weiss: "So, did she?" Jaune: "Actually, no this time, since I already have 7 of you girls, and I know I can't handle any more. So I told her she and Roman can be free of Cinder. They can serve the Imperium." Roman was offered to be a Vindicate assassin while Neo was offered to be a Calexis assassin. Neo pulled out the trigger and blew the bombs on the train, forcing a cave-in on the tunnel system. Semnai: "Father, we need to withdraw before more enemy reinforcements arrive." Jaune: "Good, I had my fill of this morbid place." They all returned to the Thunderhawk and flew back to the battle barge to prepare for the vital festival. Roman was reunited with Neo and was informed of the offer. Roman: "So, I can be free if I swear my loyalty to the Imperium." Jaune: "Your job description is hazardous." Roman: "Maybe, but you'd be a better boss than that flaming trash bin. So what the hell? You have a deal." They shook hands as the two were given a history lesson before they assumed their new posts. The breach incident was resolved. Now all that was left was the fall.